Hey guys, this is Christy from Turner Max Adventures. So we are less than a month away from our next big trip, and we are so excited. Chris and I have been working on the camper the past few weekends, getting things ready, getting it washed, doing a few maintenance things. Today I am working in the camper, making the bed, getting my list ready, coming up with food ideas. If you have food ideas, please message in the comments below. I need some inspiration on great RV meal ideas because we are going to a place that food is going to be few and far between. We're normally headed out west. This time we're headed east. So you guys are going to have to join us. It's going to be fun. So we are getting ready for our next trip, which is less than a month away. So we're just spending the day cleaning up, going through the camper, taking out things that we don't need for this next trip. But also today we are going to try to get rid of that decal that's starting to peel. We're going to do some experimenting and see if we can remove that today.
Oops.
It's coming off easier than I thought.
Yeah, the razor blade made a big difference.
It was starting to look pretty bad. That's great.
So the sticker up top, we've had our camper since 2018. Stickers were starting to get a little worn. The reds were starting to turn pink. And we had parts that had come off. So we're peeling the stickers. I think we're gonna leave the little guy on there, but we're gonna take the rest off, at least for now, until we figure out what kind of new graphics we wanna put on there later on. Let's see if this will help. Can we get rid of some of this? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if this is, it's just gonna leave a shadow on here or not. It is getting the, yeah, it's getting the adhesive for sure.
I think it'll work. Oh yeah, I can tell a huge difference. No, I can't either. I lied. I like it. It looks good. Better than that peeling LG sticker.
Yeah. One thing not to overlook is maintenance, making sure that you don't have leaks or taking care of leaks that you have. And we've had a lot of people ask us about leaks with the little guy, and we have had a couple. One of the leaks that we had was on the inside. Actually, it was at the bottom of this window, kind of leaking and getting onto Christy. Where we found the problem was around one of these red lights. The seal around one of those lights, and or maybe the camera, and it was leaking in. It was draining. It was in between the layers, between the outer layer and the inner layer, and it was dripping all the way down here to the bottom, and then it was coming to the lowest point, and it found a screw hole for the blinds, and then it was dripping out. So we just made sure, it already has a rubber seal around it. We just took some silicone, cleaned the seal around it, and then applied silicone. We haven't had any problem ever since. Another leak that we had was on the front driver's side underneath the bench where the water heater is, and it was actually one of the side lights, one of the little the running lights on the side, and it was leaking in there, and so we just sealed around it both on the outside and the inside, because you could get to it really easy from the access where the water heater is, and I could see it dripping down, and we were able to take care of that no problem. And that was really only happening in a hard rain. The other area is the refrigerator area, where you have the refrigerator vents. So you just want to be sure to make sure that you seal around the front edge of that and everything, because water will get in there. It's not full, I mean, it's made to let air get through and everything like that. So if it's hard rain, and especially if it's blowing into that side, you will get some water in there. And I don't know, just need to seal it up the best you can to make sure that it just stays in that area and doesn't drip down to the floor and everything else. So during the summer, the refrigerator on this it works, but it struggles sometimes whenever it's super hot. And so one of the things that we've done in the past is I've unplugged the little thermostat, or that's in the refrigerator, so it'll kind of max out. And now that it's getting to be fall, I'm gonna plug it back in, because in the fall it seems to do okay. And so going forward, now that we're not in 90 and 100 degree weather, we're gonna plug it back in. Hopefully it'll still work okay. So just want to unplug, so for those of you who have never done this before, this is your lower refrigerator panel and your upper refrigerator panel. Really, this is locked into place until you turn that little tab, and turn that little tab, and then these just come right off. And then here is your circuit board. I've already removed that screw. There's a screw right there. And then to get this off, you just have to put a screwdriver in right here and just kind of pull out, and it will allow you to remove that cover for the circuit board. And then you can see that's what's missing. And so notice right there, it says on the circuit board itself, get down below the circuit board, go down where you can see it, where it says sensor. Yeah, you can see, and that's where I plug it in. And it's just a matter of plugging it in just like that. And that's it. And so now the buttons on the front, the 1 through 5, that's what that kind of helps to control. You can push the 1 through 5. Whenever you have it unplugged, it maxes out to 5+. Now, some people have told me that reduces the lifespan of your fridge. I don't know, but whenever you're needing to keep food fresh and not spoil, you do whatever you have to do, or at least we are. So one of the things that we like to do before we go on any kind of a major 2-week trip is just make sure that we're taking care of all of our maintenance. Some of that maintenance, involves caulking and sealing. And one area specifically that I've found anyway for a little Guy Max trailers that you really need to pay particularly close attention to is the front, the leading edge of the trailer, and then this trailing edge of the trailer, where the ceiling/wall meet the frame. I think there are opportunities there. I think I had a video previously where we actually had the front wall was separating, right? It wasn't being held tight, and we had to tighten it back up. Have not had that problem with the rear. I believe it's great. It's not had any problem there. But there is, as you can see, there's a gap there, and we certainly want to keep the weather, the rain, and any kind of water intrusion from getting into the camper in any way. So I've already cleaned. I use Goo Gone, clean out the old caulk, let it dry for a few days. Want to make sure that Goo Gone doesn't hang around, because it could potentially affect new caulk going in and make it not hold. So actually I've let it dry for about a week so I did it last weekend. This weekend I'm caulking it again, wiping it all down, making sure it's nice and clean. And so that's just one of the things that, like I said, that it's normal, right? It's things that you have to just keep on top of so that you can continue to enjoy your camper and make it last as long as you want it to and need it to. So the caulk that I've decided to use is ProFlex RV from GeoCell. I've used several different ones in the past. I've used a silicone, which works really good for these areas, for the front and the back. this has been the one that I have had the best results with. It doesn't crack, it is very flexible, and it's very forgiving. Silicone, I find, is, if you mess it up, it's sometimes a hassle to deal with. This is a little bit more forgiving. It is sticky, it is messy. So I'm wearing a glove. I probably should wear 2 gloves. I'm wearing 1 glove just to keep it from getting everywhere. It is a sticky substance, and it does take a little while to cure. I did the front, and it took a couple of days before. I mean, it will set up and have a hard skin over it in a couple of hours, but it was still a little soft in behind it, where it felt kind of squishy. After a couple of days, it is still rubbery, but it's not like squishy. So, but it does take a couple of days to kind of cure and harden up, and like I said, have had the best luck with this over anything else that we've tried.
So thanks so much for watching, guys. Our maintenance is complete, and we are going to be hitting the road really soon. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps our channel, and we will catch you on the road. Thanks for watching.